Hey everybody, Richest coming at you again, and I have 5 success secrets that are going to blow your mind. In fact, the best part about them is they require zero talent. Let's get right into it. Alright, so in this video, what I'd like to share with everybody are 5 success secrets that require zero talent. Now, why is that so important lately? Why is that trending so much? Because a lot of folks watching this kind of a video have almost no confidence in themselves about what their skill levels are or what they're capable of. So the first thing I gotta say to you is, you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine. The fact that you're here on this planet right now at this particular time is not only miraculous, but it's absolutely vital. Each and every one of you watching this video has a very important role to play in life as a whole. You are very important to a whole bunch of people, if only to yourself, but also, you're also a very important part of the experience for everyone else around you, everyone else in your town, in your city, your state, in your country, in the world. You have a vital role to play. The only question is, what role do you prefer? All of the roles that are played by every person is vital in the experience that makes up life. Everybody is important, and everybody's story can be extremely exciting, even though they're very, very different. So your definition of success and your definition of value probably is very different than maybe what you think mine is. Yes, we talk about money a lot. Yes, we talk about success and abundance, and we talk about freedom and opportunity. However, those are things that come in many, many different forms and shapes and different circumstances. Everybody has a very different definition of what success is. However, these 5 things that I'm going to teach you now in this video work every single time, and they require zero talent. So you can do this without reading a book or watching another video, or actually without having to take any kind of lesson or mentoring from anybody. Once you hear it, you're going to think that, oh, that's really common sense. Well, I don't need to really focus on that. You'd be amazed how many people cannot seem to get these 5 things right, even though they're very commonsensical and they don't require any talent at all. So here's the first one. You've been listening long enough. I'm not going to keep you in suspense any longer. The first success secret that requires zero talent, right, is being on time. When you make the agreement to meet someone or be somewhere at a certain time, being there early or on time is absolutely one of the most important habits you could ever develop to be successful. Because you're sending a message to the person that you're meeting that they're important, number 1. And number 2, because energetically you're keeping your agreement. All right, now that's a whole nother video we'll do another time, is agreements and the energy behind them and what happens. However, you have to understand something. It's always, as a general rule, better to be an hour early than 5 minutes late. If you're late at all, if you know you're going to be late, then you should call in advance and let that person know that you're going to be a little bit delayed, and you apologize and you offer to make it up to them. Now the ball is in their court energetically, and they can say, no, that's not necessary. Just be careful, get here safe, right? However, you've done the very important service of reminding them how important this meeting is to you and how important they are to you. And guess what they'll do for you? They will let you know exactly how important you are to them also. So the second success secret that requires zero talent is to just simply make an effort in whatever project you have put in front of you. Now, when I say that you have put in front of you, either someone put it in front of you because you work for them, or you put it in front of yourself. So in both of those circumstances, you'd be amazed how many people will actually just kind of not really make the effort. You decide that you wanted to take on a New Year's resolution to learn a new language or to lose weight. It's your decision. You put that project in front of yourself. And yet, for whatever reason, you don't take it seriously. You don't make the effort. You barely even consider it. In fact, after a while, you forgot that you even made a New Year's resolution at all. Or worse, you take on a project at work and you only do the bare minimum. You just do enough to get by, right? Just enough to get that check. Listen, trust me, if you want to be successful, you have to build the habit of putting in more effort, doing a little bit more than you're actually paid for. And sometimes you're volunteering. And if you're volunteering, well then you're not getting paid anything. So any effort you put in is going to be more than what you're paid for. So that works, right? We talked about writing the rules in your life so that you win all the time. That's a good one. However, if someone's paying you a professional wage to do a job, you'd better do that job to the best of your ability. Or what you'll find is that there's somebody waiting behind you who is willing to do it to the best of their ability and maybe a little bit more. And even more important is that when you are working a job, you can be sure that other companies are watching how you perform. Because if you perform really well and do more than you're paid for and actually bring real value to the company, who do you think they're going to think of when they have an opening? Who do you think they're going to think of when they need somebody who goes that extra mile and gets the job done? That's the kind of reputation you want, especially if you're looking for investors. If you're looking for people to invest in an idea or a project or a business, and you're known as somebody who only does the bare minimum, they'll never invest in you. However, if you're somebody who's always doing that little bit extra and you go that extra mile to bring that value to your employer or even to your own projects, then people will invest in you because they know you've got what it takes and you'll finish the job and you'll help make everybody successful. What a wonderful reputation to have in that particular case. Number 3, in the secrets of success that requires zero talent. You ready? Here it comes. Be respectful of others, even when you don't agree with them, even when you're convinced they are the biggest idiots on the planet. Be respectful. Always be respectful of others and their property, especially. For whatever reason nowadays, nobody seems to be respectful of the person or of their things or of their family or their friends. It just very little respect floating around anymore. Maybe it's this internet thing where it's so easy to just throw up words on a comment or on a tweet or on a text even, and just throw up words that you don't even realize how nasty they sound. Or you're not even concerned about actually proving that what you said is true because, well, it's the internet. And so what are they going to do? Track you down and sue you? Oh, go ahead, try and sue me. So that might be part of why there's so little respect, or it's so easy for people to just beat up on each other. It's not enough to criticize. You have to criticize and also find the value in the individual that you're criticizing. You have to learn to use the sandwich technique, where you find something good and then you make the criticism and then you name something good again, so that you sandwich that criticism, even if it's just on the internet. Everybody brings value. Every perspective in life helps you in particular to decide whether you like that perspective or whether you don't. Remember something, just because you see something you don't like doesn't mean it didn't bring you value. Now you know what you don't like, so then you know, well, don't look at that anymore. I'm going to focus over here. So when you're respectful of others and you respect their opinion, you respect their perspective on the world and their wants and dreams and wishes, right? And things that they would like to see happen in the world, that gives you the opportunity to decide if you like that or if you don't like it. And both of those options are valuable. And it helps you make a better choice in your life for refining what actually helps make you happy. And enjoy the journey of learning these new things. Wow, I didn't even know people thought that way. Holy cow. And they're living that way, which I am not interested in doing at all, but they look really happy. Good for them. That's really cool. Now, I'm not interested in following that advice or following that suggestion. I'm going to go over here because this is what makes me happy. But I totally respect that. You know what? I can see how someone might enjoy living that way because that just makes them feel good. Yes, that is absolutely vital for success, and it requires no talent. Remember, we're talking about more changing your attitude, changing the way you think, changing your perspectives, being more open-minded. That's really what we're talking about. Talent requires the discipline of teaching yourself a new skill and becoming really good at it, and having, even when you say talent, most people think it's something you inherit or it's in your DNA. But actually that's not true, because you can program your DNA. But that's a whole nother video altogether. What I'm talking about is the difference between when people say talent that you've had to either A, inherit, or B, you had to work at and develop, and just basically coming to the realization that you've been thinking based on false premises. You've been thinking the wrong way. All right, so remember, be respectful of everyone, and that will help bring success to you in ways you can't even imagine. Since we're speaking about and explaining more about the idea behind this video, which is how you think really affects everything, number 4 in the secrets of success that require zero talent is obviously your attitude. How you think, how you feel, how you talk to others. Are you known for being more positive? Are you known for having a good attitude? Are you helpful? Are you slow to anger and quick to joy? Are you easy to work with? Are you easy to talk to? Are you a good communicator? Are you somebody who actually takes the time to listen to other folks and their perspectives and opinions? So again, number 4, attitude, the way you think, the way you conduct yourself. Are you energetic? Are you engaged? Do you pay attention to people when they talk to you? Or do you just kind of drift off and you're talking and you're on your cell phone, scrolling through? Yeah, what, oh yeah. Or actually, do you engage them? Do you look them in the eye? Are you confident enough? Do you think enough of yourself and your worth to actually give to this person energetically that, you know what, in this moment right now, you are important to me and I'm going to pay attention to you? So your attitude, thinking, attitude, it's all part of the secrets of success. And it doesn't require any talent. It just requires discipline and repetition. The last secret of success that requires zero talent is my favorite. This is the best one of all. Look for the gold. And there's a lot of dirt out there. Boy, oh boy, with the internet, there's a lot of dirt. So you've got to really dig through a lot of dirt to find those little tiny gold nuggets. And every once in a while, you find a vein of gold and you strike it rich with a source of information that, holy cow, this actually is working in my life. I'm going to apply this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. I have to tell the whole world it's actually working. That is finding the gold. When you dig through all of the information that's out there and you try and you try and you try, if you quit, if you stop, that's the only time you could possibly call it failure. If you try something and it doesn't work, but then you go and you try something else and it doesn't work, and then you go and try something else and it doesn't work, and you try something else and it doesn't work, that's not failure. That's just finding ways that didn't do what you want it to do. So you keep looking for the way that it will work the way you want it to work. Thomas Edison did it. He looked for 10,000 different ways to build a light bulb that wouldn't burn out, right? 10,000. They asked him, Isn't that a huge failure? 10,000 failures? He says, those weren't failures. I found 10,000 different ways for it not to work. This is wonderful. Now I found the one way it does work, and I'm going to build from there. It's only failure when you quit or when you die. And then even if you die, that doesn't count. Because if you were trying all the way along, you had this wonderful journey of experience of learning all these different things, right? So look for the gold. Find that little nugget that's valuable to you right now. Now there's an important distinction too, because you could watch this video right now and get a certain piece of this video that's very valuable to you, that nugget of gold for you right now and who you are in this moment. But I guarantee you, even if you watch this video again 2 minutes later, you'd be a very different person. Every second of the day, every moment of the day, you become someone new. You have the opportunity to become someone new and reinvent yourself and look at life completely differently. So when you're looking for whatever it is that you're looking for, be sure to find the gold. Look for the positive. Now, here's another very important reason that you want that to be your habit. Because whatever you look at, you get more of. And if anybody's familiar at all with the law of attraction, you'll understand that statement. And I'll do a whole nother video on that too if anybody's interested. So make sure you're focusing on the positive. You're looking for the gold because that's what you'll get more of in your life. All right, so I hope that this video was helpful, especially since we just released a video about resolutions and New Year's resolutions and how to stick to them and how to make them make rules in your life so that you win. It just makes sense to include these pieces of information with you so that, again, it's easy for you to apply this and have amazing results in your life. So also, if you're interested in learning more about money and mastering money, make sure you take advantage of our course, The Richest You Mastering Money. The link is right down below in the description. And also, thank you so much for watching this video. So if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know every time we put up new content. We really appreciate everyone who's been subscribing, and also especially those who've been commenting and offering kind suggestions or questions and words. We just really are excited to be building these videos and building this channel with you guys as our audience and letting us know what you'd like to see. All right, so until next time, Richest You signing off.